In the previous video, we talked about Konkatsu parties where Japanese people find their partners.
Konkatsu parties come from Western speed dating parties, but Konkatsu parties are more serious than speed dating parties because the purpose of Konkatsu parties is to find a future husband or wife, not a casual boyfriend or girlfriend. Today we will talk about my experience of going to Konkatsu parties for many years. Check it out! Hi, this is Shinya
and Saya with Relationship Love from Japan. We share tips on how to build a long-term relationship with your partner and introduce unique features of relationship culture in Japan.
Let's talk about Konkatsu parties today.
If you haven't watched our previous video, we recommend that you check it out before watching this video. It will help you understand how a Konkatsu party goes.
I started going to Konkatsu parties when I was 31 years old. At first, I wasn't popular with Konkatsu women at all. I didn't get any likes from the women on my card during the party, let alone making a couple at the final vote.
Why not?
There were a couple of reasons. The biggest one was my income and my educational background. First, I didn't go to university. That means I'm not promising as an employee. If you work for a company, you will get less salary than your coworkers who graduated from university.
I see. As we discussed in the previous video, Konkatsu women judge men based on their annual income because in Japan, a lot of women have to give up keeping their full-time job after having a baby. They need to depend on their husband's income.
Right. At Konkatsu parties, you have to write your annual income on your profile card and give it to the woman sitting in front of you before you start talking.
You mean they judged you to be unpromising even before you started talking?
Exactly. Some of the women obviously looked disappointed after checking my profile card. And some of them even stopped talking to me and ignored me during the talking time.
Wow, that sounds harsh. You must have got upset. How did you manage that situation?
I just waited and got ready for the next woman. I went to the parties almost every weekend. So I got used to being treated badly, which is called 塩対応 in Japanese. And not everyone was like that. Some women were very friendly to every man, including me. I had bad times and good times evenly.
Did you get likes from the friendly women?
No, not at all. That's a different story. Since the friendly women were very popular, they got taken by good-looking guys with good income at the party, you know?
I see. Did you ever get tired of going to Konkatsu parties?
No, not really, because I loved the atmosphere of Konkatsu parties. They were held at fancy hotels or restaurants. Every time I went there, I saw good-looking women with nice outfits. Even though I knew I had less chance, I got excited. Maybe this time I might get a pretty girlfriend, I thought. It was like a gambler's mindset.
Okay, even though you hadn't won so far, the possibilities were not zero.
Exactly. Konkatsu parties are addictive, especially for men, I guess. In fact, I saw the same guys at different parties, and I was one of the regulars. The same is true for women. I saw some of the women I had met at different parties.
Uh-huh. And what other factors that made you less popular with Konkatsu women?
The second factor was what I talked about. At Konkatsu parties, most of the people talk about the same things. Your job, your favorite pastime, what music you like, what movies you watched recently, or something like that. These kinds of information are all on your profile card.
So, everyone talked about what was written on their profile cards.
Right. Now imagine, if you talked to 20 men about exactly the same things, having 3 minutes for each person, would you remember them? Could you distinguish one or two men from the others?
No, I don't think I could.
Then how would you judge them if you had to pick one?
I would rely on the superficial status like their annual income and educational background.
See, that's why I didn't get any likes from the women at all.
What else do you think made you less popular with women?
Well, the third factor was my outfit.
You mean you didn't wear appropriate clothes for a party?
That's right. I wanted to stand out from the crowd, so I wore expensive, brand clothes with unusual design and colors.
Ah, I got it. Women don't like men with bizarre clothes.
Yeah, I didn't know the difference between being fashionable and being appropriate.
And most women don't really know about men's brand name clothes.
Yep, and most Konkatsu women look for men who are sensible and trustworthy. They don't look for bizarre men.
I see. So the situation of Konkatsu parties was different from it was when you were in your 20s.
Right, I made serious mistakes. It took me 6 months to realize that at a Konkatsu party, you need different strategies from picking up a girl at a bar.
What did you do after realizing it?
That's a good question. I completely changed strategies. In the next video, I will tell you what I did and how it went.
I can't wait to hear! If you feel the same way, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and we'll see you soon!